Hello, and welcome back. Today we are doing another episode of Behind the Screen. Um, we are going to be doing a part two of making Jewel. Um, Today, I hope to showcase how I go about making NPCs. We'll probably browse some Pinterest a little bit and hopefully maybe get the groundwork started for a map. Um, and of course, do some lore regarding Jewel, make some stuff, make it cool, um, the whole nines. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And so we'll go ahead. I've got Pinterest open. Um, and I just want to take a look real quick. And look at some of our stuff here in the Jewel folder. Um, See what we've got. See what's new and whatnot. This would be kind of cool. Yeah. So I'm sure as we saw last uh, last time, I did get a kind of go a little overboard with some of the stuff that I was finding, and I wouldn't say overboard, but I definitely went down a rabbit hole. um, and you know what? That's perfectly okay, because that is all part of the creative process. I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit so that I can see things a little bit better. Yeah. We have some really cool characters that I'd like to explore. This guy could be a fun blacksmith or a barkeep. Um, some sort of temple monk or something like that, right there. Another, maybe a palace guard or something. I believe last time I had mentioned figuring out how we wanted to go about the society. Um, and by that I meant um, figuring out if I wanted to what kind of class system I wanted to have. I know I've already established that I have the the Geodesic Concord, which is the ruling members of Jewel. Um, and the three of them, they rule everything. However, um, I wonder if similar to like the Fey courts, like you have all of these lower courts that attend. I feel like that would be cool, and maybe we can incorporate some of like these other really cool characters over here. Um, yeah, because I really like some of these. I do like. I may do something with there. So a lot when I go about creating these characters, these are probably going to be Genasi. A Genasi base, probably Earth Genasi or something like that. Or I can make like a homebrew on D&D Beyond, a homebrew uh uh like a homebrew class of some sort that kind of allows me to be a little bit more creative when it comes to the specific races, but maybe uh, for now, um, I'll probably just stick to some sort of Earth Genasi. Maybe on another video or something, I'll do some research and um, maybe I can find a way to make like maybe use Crystal Golem stats or something like that to um, make a custom race. Um, he's kind of cool. Um, yeah, I love his coloring. Um, it's kind of going down that rabbit hole a little bit. Um, but yeah, if you have any ideas or any suggestions, please don't hesitate to suggest them. Um, I will take all the help I can get. I appreciate the help and suggestions. Or if you have any ideas for some cool characters that you want to have showcased in my games. Um, I run an Eberron game and a Faerun game, D&D and Eberron. Um, so if there's any kind of character or something that you want to have showcased, that you're more than welcome to suggest that. Um, but yeah, going forward, if there's any suggestions for characters or some things that you guys saw that were piqued your interest or you want me to explore more on, go deeper, create lore on, don't hesitate to let me know because I'm a busy person, but I will make time if it revolves around D&D. I love D&D. It is my life. I am only slightly obsessed with it. So yeah, we are, all right, we're going way too far down the rabbit hole. So let's go back up. I do want to make an NPC today. Go through that process of creating an NPC, um, and going that way. So I think what we might do, I do like him. He would be fun. Alternatively, um, we could maybe explore creating a court. Um, a bunch courts. It's gems. Some little gem humor for you. Um, no, but making like a fake court of some sort, kind of like court of the Emerald Glass or something like that, or um, court of the blue menagerie or something. I don't know, something of the sort. If you have any suggestions, I will take them. So let's go ahead and my eyes keep coming back to this guy, this individual. So I think I might make turn this into an NPC. So why don't we'll just go ahead, throw you here. We'll bring up D&D Beyond. And we are going to do a standard build. I love D&D Beyond. I have been doing D&D Beyond for a very long time. So we'll leave the name blank. We'll come back to the name. Um, here with no name. We'll keep all of this partner content, enable dice rolling, sure. Milestone, obviously hit points. We'll go fixed. It's an NPC. Feats, multi-class requirements, sure, why not? I never use encumbrance in my games. I find that can be, I find that it works for some people and it doesn't work for others. It really just depends on the game. Like if you're doing a high survival game and severe resource management, encumbrance definitely comes in handy. But if you're just doing something like I am, where it's more about the story, it's more about the story and the experience that you're having, then I usually turn that off. Same thing with coin weight. Yeah, it gets in the real world. If you had gold coins, silver, and platinum, all that stuff, that would be super heavy. But we're playing a fantasy land. Gold weighs nothing. I like to have when I'm creating characters, and this is just a personal preference. Um, I like to have my scores on top and my modifiers on the bottom, or scores is the big number and your modifier in the small number. Um, that's just a personal preference. I think it looks better in my opinion. In my games, if there's like a tie or something like that, I may determine how to break the tie, whether that's my players re-roll for it, um, whoever has the higher dexterity. So if they every if we I kind of start with the all right. So you rolled a tie. Okay, who has this? Who has the what's your guys' score? And if the score is the same, then they can roll off again. But I usually go off the score for that. So I try to make that there, and then go ahead, make it there, make it so. All right, so let's go to class. So this individual could be a number of things. The thing that's coming to my mind right now is Bard. Um, Mostly because my idea for this character is amorphous, but it's like an up and coming like performer or singer, and as they get more famous, um, they're they're able to kind of polish themselves and um, and they're able to get those better facets and get those better they. So looking at this picture, this is an individual that is a rising star. It's not it's he they it. Um, we'll go with the he. He they. Uh, they are semi well known. Looking at this picture, like there are no rough edges. There are very smooth edges. They're just not faceted. So this would kind of be like someone who is well known in the area, but maybe not well known in the city type of thing. Like really good singer. He does bar mitzvahs and birthday parties, but he's not doing corporate events. And if he is, it's for those small businesses, sort of thing. So I think that's kind of where we're gonna go. Um, any NPC I make usually has a um, I will always multi-class them, always, um, because you never know when you're gonna need them to fight, if they fight. Um, so what I like it, especially if it's a bard. Like if it's obvious barbarian or something like that, um, I still might multi-class into like a barbarian druid or barb rogue, barb fighter, something of the sort. I like the options of multi-classing. Um, so plus there's a lot like it's not as fun just going straight up to level 20 on a single character. So even if it's an NPC. So we'll go Bard. We'll go ahead and add class. And we're gonna do so I don't want him I don't need him powerful. Like he said, he's an up and coming. So let's go maybe an 8th level character. So we'll go 5 in Bard, and then um he's a performer. So there could be a number of things. He may have reached out to another entity of some sort. He could have maybe like reached out to an entity to gain some sort of magical powers and to boost his performances. That's interesting. I think we might go a traditional bard rogue. Um, Even then though, or monk. Monk, he kind of looks like he could also be a good monk. Just based off like a no weapon build type of thing. He's no weapon. He would solely probably use his hand. So you know what? That works. So we'll go monk. We'll go 3 levels in monk, 5 levels in bard. And that works. Alright, so let's look at the bard traits. So let's choose a musical instrument. Unfortunately, they don't have voice. So I think we will go um, maybe the dulcimer. Uh, um, he looks like a liar guy. And then maybe a you know what? Nothing. Let's go Wargong because why not? All right. So first off, absolutely performance. If you aren't proficient in performance as a bard, you're not doing a bard correctly. So then let's go. We'll choose performance. Let's go insight maybe. That's a good one. And then um, let's go maybe perception. So performance, insight, and perception as level 1 proficiencies. Um, so yeah, as a bard, we get our primary ability is charisma. Get a D8 per bard level for hit point dice. Saving throws, proficiency in dexterity, charisma. I get 3 skills I can choose from. I have proficiency in simple weapons, proficiency in 3 musical instruments, proficient in light armor, and then starting equipment, yada yada yada. Alright, Bardic Inspiration, spellcasting level, expertise. So first your expertise in, since this is, we'll go insight, and he's a bard, so performance. So we'll go insight and performance. He gets Jack of all trades, which is really freaking cool. I love Jack of all trades. Bard subclass. So here are the fun things. So um, College of Whispers. I actually play a College of Whispers. Secondary character in my every Thursday Eberron game. We have a kind of a group A, group B type of thing. From when we're missing players, we go to group B. And in that, I play a College of Whispers bard and a mastermind rogue named Glade. He's a, changeling, he, they. Um, and, well, and she, depending on his persona, but because one of his personas is um, so he is native. We're going off topic, so bear with me. But Glade is native to Sharn, the one of the major most major cities in Eberron in Corvair, the main continent. And Glade is a changeling, and his main persona is Madame Rouge. And Madame Rouge is Madame Rouge is a hoot. She is a brothel owner, um, and she um, she is amazing. I had some artwork made of her a while ago when I made the character. But she's a brothel owner. She is out in glory. Think of uh oh, what is it? Charlie's Angels. She's a Charlie's Angel, basically. I love Madame Rouge. She's a delight to play. Um, and another persona Glade has is S- Steve the Pirate. Kind of taking. Here we go, Madame Rouge. Um, let me get her going. Um, this is Madame Rouge. She is a riot. Like I said, Charlie's Angel. She is life of the party. She uses her wiles to get her information. She's most known for uh, wearing kind of extravagant scarves and faux furs and stuff like that, and hosting the best parties. She has been up in the Skyway. She's been into the lower cogs. Everyone loves her. Everyone knows her. Everyone is welcome in her brothel as long as you pay your dues, you respect her girls, and you have a good time. She can get buddy buddy with the Boromar, but keeps them at a arm's distance. They get rowdy with her girls, um, and no one can have that. Um, but she's very fun. And then this is Glade. Um, this is the act in his changeling form. Um, then he's just a little guy. He's he's a soft little button. Um, and he relies heavily on his personas to make his way through life. He feels more comfortable in someone else's skin, and that sounds very weird, but it's very it is uh, very rational for Glade. Um, but I digress. So what kind of bard do we want to make this character? Let's go. Let's take a look at each of these. So College of Lore. It doesn't really say anything. Let's see if I can. Character options from Silverring source books beyond core rules. Eh, okay, let's do this. We are going to we're gonna look up. Let's look up the first one. So College of Lore Bard. All right, so D&D. College of Lore. Known for something about most things, collecting bits of knowledge from sources as diverse as scholarly tomes. College members gather in libraries, sometimes in actual colleges, complete, share their lore with one another. Okay, so probably not College of Lore. That is not there. So maybe College of Creation? Alright, let's look at the College of Creation. Bards believe the cosmos is a work of art. Ooh, okay. Um, the bards of the College of Creation draw on that primeval song through dance, music, and poetry, and and their teachers shared the lesson. Before the sun and the moon, there was the song, and its music awoke the first dawn. Its melody so delightful, the stones and trees, that some of them gained a voice of their own. And now they sing too. Learn the song, students, and you too can teach the mountains to sing and dance. You know, this is I think this kind of resonates with him because he's building himself. He is creating his identity. So you know what? We don't even need to look at the rest. I think I think we might go College of Creation. I really like that. So with College of Creation, at a third level, we get Motive Potential. You can utter a note from the Song of Creation to create a tiny mode of potential, which orbits within 5 feet of that creature you gave. The mode is intangible, invulnerable, and lasts until the bardic inspiration is lost. When the creature uses the bardic inspiration, the mode provides an additional effect based on whether the die benefits an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. That's actually super freaking cool. When the creature rolls the bardic inspiration die to add it to an ability check, the creature then can roll the Bardic Inspiration die again and choose which roll to use. That's super cool as the mode pops amidst colorful, harmless spark in the moment. Immediately after the creature rolls the Bardic Inspiration die to add it to an attack roll against a target, the moat thunderously shatters. The target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration dice. Wow! That's what saving throws. Immediately after the creature rolls the Bardic Inspiration die and adds it to a saving throw, the moat vanishes with the sound of soft music, causing the creatures to gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled in the Bardic Inspiration die, plus your Charisma modifier, minus one, minimum of one temporary hit point. That is so freaking cool. I have, you learn new things every day, and we're learning stuff today because that is beyond super cool. All right, performance of creation. What is this? As an action, you can channel the music of the Song of Creation to create one non-magical item of your choice. That's really cool. No more than 20 times your bard level. So we're a 5th level bard. So the value 2 times 5 is 10. So the value can be no greater than 100 gold and must be medium or smaller. Wow. Equal to proficiency bonus. We haven't gotten our proficiency yet, so we'll figure that out. Item that the created item disappears after a number of the owl. That's really cool. Once you get an item with this feature, you can't do so until you finish a long rest unless you expend a spell slot of second or higher to use this feature. Really? You can only have one item created by this feature at a time, and if you use this action and already have an item for this feature, the first one vanishes. Increases one size category when you reach level 6 and 14. Huh. Alright, let's go. Alright, so with D&D, we get the option to either take a feat or do an ability score improvement. Now, for me, I am always at odds with how I want to proceed when it comes to uh, how I want to proceed when it comes to picking either ability scores or choosing a feat because you only had so many levels. And while yes, you do get some cool things with the feats, like some of these saves and some of the ability checks, like you rely on those ability scores. So it is a love-hate relationship. It is very difficult for me to choose between the two. Um, I wish I could do both. I wish I could like instead of taking a +2 to an ability, like take a +1 and maybe get to only use core rules or whatever. I mean, that could be a homebrew rule, one of my table rules that if you decide to take a penalty to ability score improvement, then you can take a feat with the ability score. Um, I might ask around on that one. Hell, if you have any comments on that, let me know. Um, and I will take them into consideration. If it's rational thought, then by all means, and if it's not, well, we'll be crazy together. Um, yeah, I wish I could take two. I probably could take two if I really wanted to, but you know, we're using the character builder to build an NPC, so I can always add it later at no cost whatsoever. Um, However, let's take a look. So we have a Bard Rogue. Let's take a look at what we've got. Um, let's see here. So, oh, not a rogue, a monk. So let's go ahead and choose so what did we do? We didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an ability score improvement for this one. I highly doubt creature this character is going to have any fighting. So he's a bard, so obviously charisma and maybe I'd say he's a monk. So I forget if monks are wisdom based or not. Um, Dexterity and wisdom. So we can do that later. All right. So font of inspiration. Short or long rest. Cool, cool, cool. Martial arts. Great. Unarmored defense is fantastic. Unarmored movement, even better. Deflect attacks. Alright, let's choose a subclass. So let's go. What is this? Monk of the Kensal? Way of the Kensi. Let's go here. Monk. Way of the Kensi. Or Kensai, or however you want to say. Train relentlessly with their weapons to the point that the weapons become nope. Okay, we're not that. Automatically not that. Maybe Astral Self. Or not. Okay, let's look it up. It's a class. Monk, monk of the astral self. Monk who follows the way that believes their body is an illusion. They seek their key. They see their key as a representation of the true form, an astral self. The astral self has the capacity to be a force of order or disorder. While some monasteries training students to use their power to protect the weak and other instructing aspirants and how to manifest the true selves in service of the mighty. You know, I kind of like this. I might homebrew it just a little bit. Instead of Arms of the Astral Self, maybe like Arms of the Radiant or Vibrant Self or something like that. I do kind of like this. Uh, we're gonna build on this. So just because I think maybe Radiant Self, I think that'd be kind of cool. Arms of the Way of the Radiant Self. You kind of unlocking your true potential through light and stuff like that and stuff like that. So I think I kind of like that. We can workshop that. So Arms of the Astral Self. Okay. Next, hero with no name. Let's choose our background. So we are a let's see. We are celebrity adventure scion. No. Boros legionnaire. No. Cloistered scholar. Courtier. Faction failed merchant. Gambler. Haunted one. No. This isn't Eberron. Oh wait. No, Jewel is not Eberron. I'm getting everything all mixed up. Uthgard, tribe, accolade, charlatan. It could be charlatan. Maybe entertainer. We could. That's a good one. Entertainer, possibly. Yeah, the critical role stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Entertainer. All right. Proficiency in. We're already proficient in persuasion. I think we actually have expertise in persuasion. So let's go proficiency in Arcana, more frickin' more musical instruments. Um, the Tan-Tan, whatever that is. By popular demand, you always find a place to perform, usually in an inner tavern. This works, and sometimes, but not often. The courts. Okay, okay. All right, let's take a look at these characteristics. I know a story relevant to almost every situation. How about this one? I love a good insult. That's always good. I'll settle nothing less than perfection. I think that is perfect for this character. Mostly because he's building himself to be perfect. So that actually works. Ideals, beauty, what I perform, I make the world better, blah blah blah. Tradition, creativity, greed. Not quite in it for the money and fame. We'll choose him. That's kind of a neutral. My instrument is my most prized possession. So I forget what we had decided we made him. I don't think he was a singer. I think he was just like a performer. Um, I want to be famous, whatever it takes. That works. And then I idolize a hero of the old tales and measure my deeds against that person's. Maybe I would do anything for the other members of my old troop. I kind of like, I want to be famous, whatever it takes for sure. I would say yes, but it's less about old idolizing a hero and just kind of like idolizing a concept of perfection. All right, let's pick a flaw. I'll do anything to win fame and renown. No. The scandal prevents me from ever going home again. No. You know, I kind of like this one. I once satirized a noble who still wants my hit. Now, the reason why I like this, because this changes our backstory. What if our friend here was once a perfectly cut gem, perfectly cut Genasi, and he took it was a little too far, and someone of a medium to large court did not like it. And so one night, our character was ambushed and had his facets shaved. And so he is no longer the perfect creature that he once was and is now a shell of his former being working his way back up to fame and fortune. I freaking love that. See, welcome to my mind. Welcome to how I process things. I really like that. It was a mistake that I will likely repeat. Probably not, but I do like this. I just like this portion of it, so we can edit that later. And you know what? Maybe he doesn't regret it. Maybe he would do it again because you know what? Maybe that person who did this to him was lying and a cheat and an asshat and whatever. We can. Ooh, this is getting good. We can worry about that later. Okay, character details. So, alignment. um, we're just gonna go neutral. I don't really care for alignments. Don't really care for faith. I would say he's modest. Keeps you out of the slums. That works. All right, physical appearance. Physically fit. Let's let's dive in. So hair. Now skin, however, is smooth, mirror-like. Ooh, if I could spell. Smooth, mirror-like. Chrome. With deep grooves. That works. Eyes. Radiant. Blips under the surface. Like that. Height, we'll just go 5'10". 5'10". Weight, don't really care for weight. Let's go. He's a rock, so let's go 230. Age, really that really does depend. Um, uh, no, We'll skip it. Gender. Let's skip that too. And alright, personal characteristics, personality traits. I love a good insult, even directed at me, yes. And the reason why I came that, the guy took it too far and didn't like it. Alright, flaws. Okay. And flaws. Okay, so let's work on our backstory. Okay. We need a name. Hmm. You know what? Let's do this. Genasi name generator. Genasi names. Alright, let's take a look. Genasi name generator. Azurite? Maybe. That's a good. That's a good. Azurite. Just writing this down. Azurite. Cauterize? No. Save Azurite. Heat, Spark, Soot, Surge, Cleanse, Expanse, Umber. No. Toast. Spinel. Pneumatic Rise Draft. I don't. Genasi names. I don't really like that. Um. Travertine. That's not terrible. Candle, Blight, Current, Cleanse, Travertine, Wedge, Hurricane, Shriek. Nope. Marmorial. Marmorial? No. Scoria? Lump. Let's do this. Rock names. How about this instead? Ortmite over Rofalite, Aran, Gumstone, Electric Blue, Aethes, Orchid, Toralite, Ceres, Bismurgit. Bismurmagit. That's a lot. Silenogen. No. Silerotil? No. I kind of. Now what we're doing is we're kind of getting a name. Citricite. Citricite. Chromalon. Ooh, I like that. Chromelion. That one will work. Chromelion. Okay, what's another one? Bismuth is like a metal too. He kind of looks like a Could be. Well, bismuth is more squared. So let's go. Um, let's keep calcite, Dick chalcite. That's funny. Larynx tonight, twinkling. These name generators are crazy. Magenta. Uh, Harmonite. That's his stage name. Harmonite is his stage name. Harmonite is a stage name. I really like Chromalon. Chromalon is sticking with me. It's made an impression. So I think Chromalon, aka Harmonite. I like that. Okay. Good job. So actually, now that we have a name, why don't we name our character? Chromalon Harmonite. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Alright, so go away, Grammarly. You are not sponsored today. I don't have any sponsors. Alright, so let's do this. So let's just do some bullet points. Was famous. Made a bad joke. Or operative was offended. Found and shaved. Back on the streets to get famous again. Okay, so that's our groundwork right there. So as I had mentioned in part one of this little mini series, I had mentioned that the denizens of Jewel were made. Everyone had a purpose. So I think Chromalon was made to be an entertainer of some sort, and ended up, yeah, I do like that. All right, so Chromalon. I like to be dramatic, so let's be dramatic. Before there was nothing. Came to be knowing exactly what he needed to be. before, comma, there was nothing. Why aren't you working? Oh, that's why. It doesn't want to work here. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. Let me do this instead. I'm gonna swap over to here. Alright, was famous. We'll just redo this because it didn't. Okay, much better. And I want... I'm just gonna make this a little bigger so we can all read it. 22. Okay. Okay, before there was nothing. Until Chromalon... Before there was nothing, comma. Until Chromalon came to be, knowing exactly what he needed to be an entertainer. Chromalon crafted out of fine materials. So, 4 pages, only I'm just under 650 words. Okay. 635 words. Not bad. I am just curious. Set this to 12. 4 pages. Okay, not 4 pages. 1 page. I was about to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't type for that long. Let's bring this back to a readable. Alright, so you just witnessed my creative juices flowing. Hopefully you enjoyed them. So, basically what I've created was Chromalon was a famously known entertainer who, as we kind of discussed earlier, uh, was an entertainer who kind of pushed the envelope a little bit and pushed it a little too far. Basically, a hit was called out on him, and he got sanded. Da da da. Um, sanded, sanding. I think in a geological sense, in the gem world, whatever those people are called, I think is probably the worst thing you can do to a gem. Sanding it is would be because you're just removing all of this radiance, luminosity, vibrancy, and whatnot. So I kind of went down that pathway. Sanding is like a mugging, is like being mugged or beat up or something like that. So Chromalon was sanded, taken to a warehouse in the middle of nowhere and sanded, and got these deep grooves and removed basically all of his faceting. Um, he went into hiding for a little bit. Eventually venturing out, he had a friend, Organa, which she's would be like an Orgonite creature because Orgonite is really cool. Similar, actually, I think Orgonite is similar to what this is. Let's take a look. Um, I do want to just look up what Orgonite is and what it looks like. Oh. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, so kind of like a dark, light sapphire, light ruby coloration. Okay. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, Orgonite, his one and only friend who stuck forward because everyone else are fake ass bitches, um, helped him recover. She also was a famous entertainer, but not quite as famous as him. But she stuck with him as he spent a couple years getting buffed and polished and removing the deep trenching and deep scratches uh, from his accident. Um, and eventually, because of this, he's no longer as famous because he was out of the limelight for so long. Um, but that being said, he still had a little bit of a following, so he didn't quite fall off the wagon. But he's definitely reduced himself in the station, both because of his looks and just being out of the spotlight for a while. But eventually he came back, and now he's still a performer. Alright, yeah, we don't care about that. Let's just Chromalon, just fix some spelling errors. I was kind of just Kind of just letting the juices flow conscientiously, consciously. Carriage. Don't care about contractions. Conjunctions, not contractions. That is a different thing. All right, so let's just do Control A, Control C, and let's go back to D&D Beyond. All right. So we'll go ahead and edit info, Control A, Control V, oops, Control V. All right. I love a good backstory. I, I am, I am a fan of backstories. I prefer making backstories just because it's nice and it's fun and um like I like telling the story because a picture is interesting, but words with a picture, mm, icing on the cake. Lots of words with a story, even better, or with a picture, even better. Like this creature could have so many things, and I feel like I told a story of what this guy could be, and and someone may come by and make another story, and that's perfectly fine. But I really like the way that this turned out. Um, so yeah, now we just now we gotta create. Well, I just I just created a domino effect of having to create like 7 more NPCs. There's a mafia apparently. Got to create the ruling class delegation of courts. I have Organa to create now. So I inadvertently, because of this one backstory, I just gave myself a lot of homework. One that we may be able to take care of next time. Um, but as for right now, that should be good. We can come back and look at organizations and allies. All right, so filter species. We don't care about that. Core rules. Oh, I haven't even done this yet. Totally. I thought we were almost done. All right, so I I almost want to do a. Is there just like a generic Genasi? Genasi, here we go. Okay. Earth Genasi. See, I don't, not tech, not necessarily a fan. Let's, alright, so we're gonna just, I want to hold off on that. Let's go to D&D Beyond again. We're blooping, just blooping right on over. Alright, I do, let's browse some homebrew. Species, view homebrew species. Oh my goodness, crystal. If I could spell. Let's see if we can find anything. Guess medium. Quasi-Genasi. Quasi-Peri, Para, and Quasi-Genasi are similar to the Genasi of the primary elemental plane but come from different elements and variations. Ooh, great. This is what I'm looking for. Smoke Genasi, Clay Genasi, Crystal Genasi. That's what we're looking for. You love to see it. Alright, let's see if we can add this to my add to collection. Let's go back to here. Let's search for, let's just do this a quick little refresh. All right. This is loading. Let's look. Look. Homebrew, air, genasi, dust, earth, fire, fumes, genasi, steam, vacuum, water. I want crystal. Give me crystal. Ah, you love to see it. I want to thank whoever made this stuff because this is awesome. Ah, perfect. Alright, so we're going to do standard array, strength, alright, so charisma, way up there. He's a monk. He's smart but not as wise, or wise and he's not smart? Smart but not wise. Let's make this the 12, make this the 13, because he's a fucking rock. You know what? We'll make this the 12 and this the 13. Intelligence is good, charisma is good. Where's our wisdom? 13, 14. Smart but not wise. Not very dexterous. Actually, we'll make not very dexterous, decent strength. Or decent. Yeah, decent strength. Now what are you looking at? 10, 8, 14 base score. What is our true scores? Here we go. 10, 8, 14, 14, 13, 15. Not bad. That's a +2 to make it a 10. So let's do this. Let's make this a 10. That brings that up to 12. That works. Not very dexterous. Hell, he got jumped by a fucking carriage. Yeah. Alright, starting equipment. We'll go 90 gold, blah blah blah. Musical instrument. Oh my goodness. Just, dulcimer. Sure, why not? Love letter. Costume. And a pouch. Add starting equipment. Not really worried about that. Okay, let's go to character sheet. -1 to initiative. Oh, dex. That makes sense. 51. Not too terrible. Not too terrible. Crystal Genasi. Upper Quasi. Bard Monk. +3 proficiencies. Not bad. All pluses. That's not bad. Oh, look at all of those proficiencies and half proficiencies. Oof, you'll love to see it. Alright. Let's go to the next page. Ability saves. This is where we're on. Let's go. Actions. Unarmed strike. Arms the astral self. Performance and creation. Love that. Yeah. Uncanny metabolism. What is that? You can regain all. When you roll initiative, you gain all expended focus points. Oh. When you do so, roll your martial arts die and regain a number of hit points equal to your monk level plus. Oh, that's really cool. What a potential. Nice. That's really cool. Spells. I do think we need to add spells because we're a bard. Alright, cantrip. Starry Wisp. You launch a mode of light at one creature in object range. Make a ranged spell attack. Radiant. Yes. Vicious Mockery. For sure. He's a bard. And do True Strike. Why not? What does True Strike do? Oh, yeah, we absolutely. All right, first level, Bane. What can we do? We can have 4 firsts, 3 seconds, and 2 thirds. Okay. Bane for sure. We'll go command. Let's do a Earth Tremor, Fairy Fire for sure. That's 1, 2, 3. And then a Thunder Wave. It's always a good one to have. How many second levels? 3 seconds. Oh. Second levels. So get the gap, heat metal, hold person, invisibility, kinetic jaunt. Ooh. Definitely. Especially as a monk. Um, Technics invisibly shatter. Maybe pyrotechnics. So that's we can do one more. Let's do a good old heat metal. Nothing wrong with that. All right, and 2 thirds. Let's go. Non-detection, plant growth, sending slow, speak of dead, speak of plants, stinking cloud. Ugh, these kind of suck. Bestow curse. And what is non-detection? No. Let's go plant growth. Why not? He's an NPC. Non-spells. Sweet. And you'll love Bard because they know all spells all the time. Once they know it, they know it. Awesome. Sweet. Well, this has been fun. Um, totally, really just kind of made myself a lot of homework. But you know what? That is something that we can take care of on another video. So I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this creation creation process of creating Chromalon, or stage name of Harmonite. Um, I really I'm really glad to have been able to share this with you all, and I hope to catch you on part 3, where we'll probably start making the city of Jewel. Um, so again, thank you. I hope you like my videos. If you do, leave a like. Um, and if you're feeling generous and you want to support me, head over to my Buy Me a Coffee page, throw in $2, or if you feel like you're being extra generous, you can become a member for $3, um, and allow me to create more content like this for you, on top of making my home games uh, more fun for my players. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. I hope to catch you on the next video. Um, have a great day and goodbye.